Simon Fisher-Becker, a name that may not immediately come to mind, but a face, a voice, a presence that is impossible to forget. From the mystical halls of Hogwarts to the deep, mysterious realms of Doctor Who, Simon Fisher-Becker was a man who lived through the magic and science fiction worlds that millions cherish. But beyond the blue visage of Dorium Moldavar, beyond the warm spirit of the Fat Friar, who was Simon Fisher-Becker, really? What challenges did he face? What was his journey to stardom like? And what was the price of the success he achieved? Stay with us as we dive deep into the real story of Simon Fisher-Becker, his struggles, his triumphs, and the lasting impact he left behind. But before we begin, if you love in-depth stories of actors, their struggles, and the industry secrets they rarely talk about, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, let's begin. Simon Fisher-Becker was born on November 25, 1961, in London, raised by his grandparents in Ruislip. Simon's early years were far from easy. While he had a love for storytelling and the arts, his journey into the entertainment industry was not as straightforward as one might think. Unlike many actors who start young, Simon was not immediately drawn to acting as a career. In fact, his first steps were in civil service while he studied business administration. A safe, stable career path, but one that didn't fulfill him. However, destiny had other plans. Simon took a leap of faith and joined drama college. But even then, the road ahead was not smooth. When Simon entered the entertainment world, he quickly realized something. It wasn't built for people like him. He wasn't the conventional leading man type. He wasn't the Hollywood standard handsome hero. The industry was often cruel to actors who didn't fit a certain mold. And Simon Fisher-Becker had to work twice as hard just to be noticed. But he had something that set him apart. A deep, commanding voice, a unique presence. A talent that could not be ignored. He started working in theater, taking roles in everything from Shakespearean plays to modern dramas, proving that his ability to transform into any character was his biggest strength. This perseverance led him to the small screen. In the 1990s and early 2000s, Simon found himself in guest roles on several British television shows. One Foot in the Grave, The Bill, Doctors. These weren't massive roles, but they were stepping stones. Stepping stones that would lead him to something much bigger, and in 2001, he got his first major film role. Simon Fisher-Becker was cast as the Fat Friar in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, the friendly and cheerful ghost of Hufflepuff House. For fans of the books, the Fat Friar was a beloved figure, and Simon's portrayal, though brief, left an impact on millions of Potterheads worldwide. But despite this role in one of the biggest film franchises of all time, his career didn't skyrocket overnight. The struggle continued. In 2010, Simon Fisher-Becker took on what would become his most famous role. He became Dorium Moldavar. Dorium, the enigmatic, blue-skinned, intergalactic black marketeer in Doctor Who. A character who knew secrets about the Doctor's fate. With his booming voice, his witty one-liners, and his undeniable presence, Simon's Dorium became an instant fan favorite. And this time, people started to take real notice of him. While Simon was finally gaining recognition, things weren't always easy behind the scenes. Being an actor in a world that often favors youth, beauty, and conventional body types was difficult. Being openly gay in an industry that wasn't always accepting made it even harder. Simon struggled with mental health, often feeling like he had to work twice as hard to prove himself. And despite his talent, he still faced typecasting. Directors often saw him as the big man for comic relief, rather than recognizing the depth of his talent. But Simon Fisher-Becker never let the industry break him. Instead, he used his experiences to educate and inspire others. Simon didn't just accept the struggles of the entertainment world, he spoke out. He became a mentor, a public speaker, and a source of inspiration for aspiring actors who didn't fit the industry's narrow standards. His one-man shows and autobiographical writings, including the My Dalek Has a Puncture trilogy, became a must-read for anyone wanting an inside look into the realities of show business. He embraced his identity and empowered others to do the same. Even in his later years, Simon never slowed down. He embraced the digital world, connecting with fans through YouTube, vlogs, and online interviews. He continued to perform, to share stories, to inspire, but then, the world received devastating news. On March 9, 2025, Simon Fisher-Becker passed away at the age of 63. His departure left a deep void. Fans, colleagues, and the entertainment world mourned the loss of a true talent. But what he left behind was something far greater than any single performance. Simon Fisher-Becker's legacy is one of authenticity, resilience, and passion. He showed the world that you don't have to fit into a box to succeed. That your voice, your presence, your uniqueness are what truly make you powerful. His characters, from the Fat Friar to Dorian Moldavar, will continue to inspire generations, but more importantly, his story as a man, as an artist, and as a fighter will never be forgotten. Simon Fisher-Becker may no longer be with us, but his impact will live on forever if his story inspired you. If you've ever faced struggles chasing your dreams, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of remarkable individuals. And in the comments below, tell us, what was your favorite Simon Fisher-Becker moment? What role do you remember him most for? Let's celebrate his legacy together. Thank you for watching. And remembering, Simon Fisher-Becker,